By the way, I wrote in my column on salt tyrants. I got some mail, and people say, "Well, look, Williams, if you eat too much salt, you hurt yourself. You don't hurt me. But if you're smoking, you hurt me." Well, the EPA study is fraudulent, but let's assume that they're right about the secondhand smoke. Well, the issue isn't whether I hurt you or not. That's completely irrelevant. The issue is private property rights. That is, if it's my property, then I determine how it's used. That is, if it's my house and I want to permit smoking, that's my right. If it's my restaurant and I want to permit smoking, I think that's my right. Maybe I should put a sign out there saying that smoking is permitted. And on the other hand, if it's your restaurant, you have a right to say, well, no smoking. If it's your house, you have the right to say no smoking. Now, so that's one of the roles of private property rights. It determines who may harm whom in what ways. Now, what a lot of people will do, they have contempt for the ideas of liberty associated with private property rights. That is, they want to be able to forcibly impose their preferences on other people. Now, they want to be able to use the law to force restaurant or bar owners who are satisfied allowing smoking in their establishment, they want to force them not to allow smoking. Now, how would these same people feel if the smokers had the political power and you had a restaurant that you did not want smoking in and they force you to permit smoking? How would you feel? You'd feel that would be unjust. Well, it works the other way too. And that's the role of private property. But what the heck? Most Americans are increasingly forming a contempt for the ideas of private property. That is, who owns it ought to make the decisions. And once you say, well, the government can come in and determine how private property should be used, including your body, because that's private property as well, you invited the government in so they can tell you, well, you can't have so much fat, or you can't eat filet mignon unless you trim all the fat off of it. You can't eat so much salt. Once you invite government in, you tell government, okay, yeah, you have a foot in the door. They're going to put the whole body in the door, and then you're going to complain about it, but you have invited them in.